Hi everyone, my name is Krishna and I recently joined IIT Madras as an assistant professor. I'm interested in building the next generation of ML and AI with considerations such as privacy and robustness and optimization taken into account. I previously received my PhD at the University of Washington and I was a postdoc at Google Research prior to joining IIT. Okay, all of you might have seen this very popular XKCD comic. It's remarkably prescient because it predicted in 2019 the kinds of issues we'd have with large language models leaking information about their training data. Research has further gone on to show that this leakage is very reliable. And that's problematic because a lot of the applications that we see using large language models rely on them being trained or fine-tuned in some way on user data. And that process might leak the privacy of such sensitive data. So my research thrust is on formally protecting user data when training models such as LLMs. One way of doing so is to rely on rigorous frameworks like differential privacy, which have been around since almost 2 decades now. And within this context, I focused mainly on designing better optimization algorithms for differential privacy. So this involves firstly studying existing algorithms, understanding how they perform, and then using that understanding to design better algorithms. I've also worked on testing and auditing differential privacy, designing attacks, privacy attacks specifically on LLMs, and then figuring out how to better defend against them, and designing experimental benchmarks. Now, apart from continuing these threads, I'm also interested in protecting user data from other types of attacks, such as an adversary trying to extract the data used to train a model. My other research thrust is on making LLMs and generative AI and their evaluation more robust. In this context, for instance, I worked together with collaborators on designing a metric called MOVE, which has since been widely used in the field of natural language processing. We also released a software package which is available via web, for example, and this work has also been identified with an outstanding paper award at NeurIPS. Now, through all of my research, my main driving philosophy is to take a very significant problem and find ways to solve it by, for example, designing algorithms with two goals in mind. The first is that the methods we design should have strong empirical performance, preferably state of the art, and must therefore be useful in solving this problem. My second goal is to design these algorithms with uh, strong theoretical properties. So these algorithms must be very principled in how they're designed. And the way we demonstrate that is by analyzing their properties, for example, statistical convergence or rates in optimization and so on. Now, if this kind of work with a strong empirical and theoretical focus sounds interesting to students, there are multiple avenues. For example, at IIT Madras, we're always looking to hire strong, motivated MS and PhD students. We also have positions for interns and pre-doctoral researchers via centers such as the Robert Bosch Center and Center for Responsible AI at IIT Madras. Now, for further details about any of my work, my website has a lot of details, software packages, presentations, and so on. And I'm also happy to respond to any queries that you might have. Thank you.